spend some time now with our money man. A more comfortable approach to your finances, your money, your investments. Lance Hokut Financial Services this morning. LanceHokut.com. Good morning, my friend. Roll Tide. How you doing?
Man, I'm better than I deserve. How you doing this morning?
We're doing well. I want to take a minute before we ask you our question of the day. I know you are a huge fan of the beach, and you often refer to the coast of someplace beautiful. So, man, we are thinking about and praying for our friends on the Gulf Coast this morning after the hurricane.
No kidding. I tell you, the Alabama Gulf Coast and Northwest Florida coastline has really gotten. I just saw Rick Santorio saying that Pensacola has had over 30-plus inches of rain in the last 24 hours. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I do wish that we could have some of that up this way. It looks like we're probably not going to get anything from the big bald guy up in Birmingham that just was on before me. So we'll see. We'll see if we get a little bit of that, but I hope we do, and I hope and pray that those folks are safe down there. Fortunately, the good news, there was no major wind destruction, and now water is a powerful deal, though, so it's kind of crazy.
You bet. Again, thoughts and prayers, as you said, for everybody down there dealing with this. Lance, we have a question from listener Vince this morning, and I want to take this opportunity just to remind everybody that hears us do this every morning about 9:15. Anytime you have a question that you'd like to ask Lance Hokut about money, finances, or just about anything in this world, he rarely is ever stumped. Tap that app at 95.3 The Bear, and we will collect those and ask Lance. Vince says, I listen every morning. Thank you very much for that, Vince. We appreciate it.
That is awesome.
I thought I would ask about investing. It's my first time. I have $500, and I'm wondering what kind of investment I should make.
Well, Vince, if you've listened since we started this in early COVID, I guess we can use that term.
Sure.
Everybody knows about that time frame. My first answer is going to be what, Steve-O? What am I going to say first that we want to lay groundwork for?
You got to have that emergency fund stocked and ready to go.
So before we start talking about any type of investing, I want that emergency fund. Once, Vince, you have accomplished that 3 to 6 months, depending if you've got a spouse and both of you are working. If you've got a spouse, both of you are working, I want to tend to go a little bit lighter on that. But if you're by yourself, I want to see 6 months there sitting there. So if COVID hits again or if something happens, you've got enough cash so we're not piling on that debt. After that, I'm going to talk about the next piece that we've really harped on before is the tax situation. So if you are employed by an employer and have a 401k, I want to make sure you're putting money in that as well before you start spending this $500. After that, then let's consider, should we do a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA for you if you're eligible? So that's the structure I want you to have. After that, then we talk about where to put this money. So, guys, gals, I hope I'm conveying to you, it's just not a simple, hey, I want to go buy an Apple today. Yeah. It's not that simple. Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of steps that from a process from successful investors we've got to go through before we get to answer that question. To answer your question, Vince, it's going to be based on your risk. How does your stomach feel if you put your money in and it's worth $500 a day, but maybe $1,000 tomorrow, or either $250 tomorrow? So that tells us what your stomach for risk is, and then your time frame. And long story short, your time frame is probably one of the biggest indicators for the amount of risk you can take. So I know I may be going blah, 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 blah to people, but these are very detailed questions you need to ask yourself or have answered for you before you start throwing money at a market you don't understand. So it sounds great. I'm going to use this word. It sounds sexy. Hey, I'm going to go and invest in the stock market with my money. You know what? You better be prepared to lose your shirt if you don't answer these questions.
good advice, man. That was strong. That was solid. Vince, I thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. Lance Hokut, this has never happened before. It's rare that I see him this excited about anything other than his Harley Davidson. But Audio Bob just ran in and said, "Can I please ask Lance a question tomorrow morning?" I can't wait to hear this.
I can't wait to see or hear Audio Bob. I may have to come by and look at him.
Maybe we'll save it till Friday. I don't know. Yeah,
well,
but he's stoked about asking you whatever he's going to ask you. So there you go.
That is awesome. Thank y'all so much for all the questions y'all send in, listeners. Thank you for engaging with us outside of the radio, because we feel like we're building a really good thing here. God bless you all. I hope and pray that the folks at Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Panama City Beach are safe during all this. Hopefully you don't have any family down in that area. God bless you. Remember, the Lance Hokut Financial Group is an independent firm. We clear through S.A. Stone. We will talk to y'all tomorrow, Lord willing.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. LanceHokut.com, a more comfortable approach to all things financial. LanceHokut.com. LanceHokut.